All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to fumble around with cables and hope that something cool comes out. Cool, bro. Much better. So I did have these thoughts, intrusive thoughts, about phasing. And phasing meaning part wise, if you have parts playing and then you slightly change their speed, you can do some interesting stuff with that. I'm gonna wire up my two analog voices here, right? This guy, yeah, we don't need you. So let's just go. Two, this is, oh, you son of a. Hey, Jason. Large cables. Glass. Yeah, a little bit of a late start today because I was disc golfing because it's like 55 today, and it could literally be the last nice day of the entire year. You know, there are times you got to just take advantage. Okay, we'll go left out, and I'm going to actually just do this into a. Let's put this in channel 3. Okay, and as a matter of fact, having this in hard pan left and right is a good idea. Let's chill on the C legs for now. Now, is that a C? I was gonna say that's a C sharp. That's not a C. Too much delay. Ah, the other one was tuned to a C. That one was on a C sharp. That's wild. Okay. So, that's the thing. So we've got part 3 in the vector, going up there. And here's we've got part 4 in the vector, going there. Alright. And then we've got gate 3. And we've got gate 4. Got that into envelopy. Okay. And then we've got envelopy 3 and envelopy 4. There we go. Okay, now I just have to program parts. Key. What kind of key? Well, let's just go C. Let's just go C minor. We'll keep it basic. So what I want to do is make 2 separate, I think 8-note sequences would probably be the best to and I'm really going to avoid like any kind of vaguely crunchy tones. So like Okay. Peachy. Okay, but, okay, now we get into the rate control. And the rate, you can of course do standard, you know, clocking, but then there's like different things. There's PCT, there's SPD, which is just speed, and then like how many eighth notes or how many 16th notes you want each step to be. Hey, Simon. So I'm going to put this on speed, because speed has a high of 50, okay? So it goes 1 to 50, and if we put it on PCT, it goes 10 to, oh, way higher, 120. What does that do? Let's find out. That's what it does. So higher is slower. So let's try PCT on both parts. And then we'll put that, let's see, the first one, the other one was it was 30, so we're gonna make this one 31. And then we're gonna hit restart and restart them over again. I'm gonna unclock the delay. Okay, now I'm also gonna try something interesting. This melodizer, we're going to go legato 100% and no rests. And we're going to use this as a modulator. So I'm going to pull the trace from, no, let's not use that one. Let's use the green one. I think I found I have a broken pot in my Zork strip, and it's really kind of depressing. All right. So now the green trace is going to be a filter mod for like a bunch of stuff, right? So this is going to go into cutoff. Okay, so now if I bring my high no range up, yeah, it's bumming me, because this one right here, this gold pot, does not seem to be responsive to whatever signal I put into it. It's just always on. It's just 5 volts. Okay, so now if I take my, in fact, I can actually put that on like, put it on like a quarter note, so it's a little bit more responsive. Actually, like 8th note would be okay too. So now the melodizer becomes our filter control for multiple voices. Which is fun. Mute. Let's make more of these. Let's just make a bunch of happy little things. And then I'm going to try using this melodizer as my key change device. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out.
We'll find out together.
Because the Vector Mark II doesn't work as well as my Mark I does at that. Because the Mark I was like freaking flawless. Like perfectly tracked volt per octave in. Even though it still says in the manual for the Mark I, like approximate volt per octave, you know? No, I have not. I'm going to have to probably drop the price I put it at 400 with free shipping, which to me, free shipping is always a bonus. Because with all my disc dyeing stuff, I have a pirate ship account and I get good deals and stuff, and print my own labels and do all my shit. And like, it's easy for me to ship. I don't worry at all about that. But if I were the buyer, I would be like, free shipping is a happy thing. But I've never sold anything either, so maybe it looks risky. Who knows?
Well, it'll do. I'm such a stand-up guy.
And I am. Yeah, let's make another part. Part 5. First of all, we got to put it on PCT again, and let's put this at like 33, a little bit more. Or let's like start another standard chunk here, like 24. Sure, why not? We'll make this guy 7. How do we want to do this? Who did this? How about just chainsaw? How about that? We like a good chainsaw, even if it's not octaved or fifth or whatever it did that I wanted to do. That's okay. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think the lupa is the next thing on the chopping block. Because I just don't use it, and I really kind of want that stardust, and that would be a good change. I do have a new oscillator coming. I'm not sure if you were here last time when I said that. I ordered the hieroglyphic plume. Kind of an oddball oscillator, and I'm all in favor of its oddballness. Pulsar synthesis. Okay. And then this guy, I guess, let's put this in channel 1 because that gives us an extra 6 dB. And that way I don't have to overdrive that filter and make it explode.
You're leaving now. It's in your eyes. There's no disguising it.
Sorry. Friday was a fun stream. I had a blast, actually, Friday. I really, really dug that. I don't know what it was about it. It was just, for one thing, it was mellow. It wasn't the typical, Friday night barn burner. And I can respect that. So we're going to still need, let's go SFM for this. And that CV in is duplicated. It's normalized, which makes me happy. So theoretically now, yeah. Probably going to need more than that, actually. Let's max it out. And then we'll give it some envelopy also. Envelopy number 5. Zadar. Do we blue cable? Yes, we have a blue cable. Yeah, we got a blue cable. But will it reach? Yeah, just actually comfortably. It's not even tight. Wonderful. Now we just need Gates. Hi, Gates. Hey, Gaming Club. Let's make this a short guy. Yes, I like this. Let's get more volume though, because it's a little quiet, So now again. Okay, I need to do this. Alright, you can just like chill for a second. I need to run this. This control input needs to go through my whatchamajigger. Slew limiter glide, essentially. So yeah, I've got an in, I've got an out. We just need a long cable going about. Yoink. I have this ADAC something something. It's a little red time compensated glide module. It's really cool. You can either have it set like the same time for each note movement, or you can have it, you know, the standard way, which is really nice. And it's got an in and out, and it's got a couple CV ins, which is neat. Yeah, let's just go. No, actually, let's go linear, so that it is the same. Or no, equal. Equal. I want. Yeah. So now it should just go like. Okay, so then if I turn this time way up. Yes. See. Yes. That's lovely. Okay, so now we've got full filter control over both of these things coming from the melodizer. Trying to think like which sliders should I turn up? Probably like C, E, G, B flat, which theoretically should be like no, it wouldn't be. Let's do equal chunks. So only 3 sliders, C, E, and G sharp. Okay, so then that's equal numbers of steps between each slider. So that should be basically 1/3 of a volt. So it's tracking to 1 1⅓, 1 2/3, 2 2 1/3, 2 2/3, and then it's being slowly limited. Okay, cool, bro, cool, bro, like Coolsville, daddy-o. It's true. Anyways. I feel like the Cloud Terrarium is going bye-bye. I haven't decided whether I'm going to put that plume either where the Wave Transformer is or whether the Cloud Terrarium is. Probably the Cloud Terrarium first, because then it's like, it's right there. I can like, hey, look, it's got a little tiny screen, and you don't use it at all. It's just an information screen, which, dude, respect. No menus. It's just like 8 sliders on the front panel. Tom Churchill did a really long video about it, and it was really fun to listen to. Okay, let's make another silly part like this then. Oh wait, what speed did I have that at? Oh, that's right. It's at 24 PCT, so I think I'm going to put it a little faster. And then let's think about like a part 6. No, you know, and we'll switch this to PCT, and we'll put this at like 30, 37. Okay, here's the other question I had. What can I modulate with the external ins? Because I do have 2 of them. And can I do anything like, okay, external into, we've got gate, STLN, STRP, I don't, ratcheting, okay, probability, direction, rate. So you know what we could then do? We could take this here signal that's coming from the melodizer, right? And put that in external input 2 and use that same signal to speed up the playback rate of all of my sequences. Okay, I'm going to engage this in like each one now, and I'm also going to go external 1, and we're going to put this onto pitch 5. All right, and I need to do that with my other parts too. So 3, we're going to go external 1, pitch 5, which is a pitch 5 octave range. Melodicer is a stochastic sequencer. And I love it. I have a love affair with the Melodicer. It's maybe my favorite, like, bit of gear in here. I mean, the Vector is extremely powerful, and it does a lot of things. So each of these sliders is a note, you know. So all the 12 tones, you have a rest knob, legato percentage, variation. It's either like longer or shorter rhythm variation. And then you have a low and a high note range. These two buttons dice or like recalculate a rhythm or a melody line. So you can actually turn that off, which I should be doing because I'm just using it as a CV source right now, like a weirdo. And then this one is going to be my transposition source pretty soon here. As a matter of fact, let's just get that hooked up because that's easy. That's one output there, and we're just going to go glorp into the external 1 input. All right. Now, I've had issues with this thing doing what it's supposed to do for stuff like this. All right. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing here. I'm going to turn it like so, and then narrow the range down so that it's only playing a C. Like, that's it. All right. So then, theoretically, if I hit go, it's very, very, very high. Okay, hang on. Yeah, see, that's not playing C. So if I put it on B, now it's playing a C. See, this is the problem. The Vector, the Mark II, doesn't do as good of a job at sensing that voltage. So then, okay, so let's say I want it to go down to an A flat major. I'm in C minor right now. I need it to go down 4 half steps. Now my brain has to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, and it might not work right. Now we should be at G minor. Well, also with the dicers, you do have CV ins. Okay, so like you can throw modulation into it for all kinds of stuff, right? You can transpose sequences with it. You can change like the rest values and the rhythmic values. You can have it re-dice on like a gate or a trigger. It's got 2 gate ins and 2 CV ins. So you can do some really, really cool shit. And then it does have an expander, which I believe, turns it into a 2-channel or a 3-channel through MIDI. So you can do... Yeah, the Melodicer is transposing the Vector as well right now. So here's my C minor, all right? What I need to do now is change... what part am I on? I'm on part 4. I need to do part 5 also. Okay, so now I need to go external 1, pitch 5, and now external 2, rate. Okay. And then part 6 should be already there. No, that's part 7. I'm a dupe. I'm a doofus. Okay. Part 1, I might as well do it because I'm going to throw a bass part on 1. It's kind of my tradition. And then external 1, rate. Okay. The thing to remember, though, is that all of my parts are running on a it's a non clocked, like rhythmically clocked thing. They're just running on like their own standard right now. Okay, so like I might be sending 80 BPM clock, but they're like ignoring that. So try not to watch the flashing lights is what it comes to. The Zork strip takes 4 inputs and it distributes each one into 4 different outputs, and then each one of those outputs has an attenuverter. So I'm distributing clocked modulation from the Maestro. So like the purple one here, you can't see it's purple because, right, deal with it. The purple one here is an 8-measure rise, 8-measure fall. Okay, and then the red trace here, the second one, is a 4-measure rise and fall. Third one is whatever random rate of random that I put up here, but right now it is acting as my filter modulation. Okay, so, and rate, because it does both now, see? But it's opposite? So now I'm going to attenuate that voltage, or invert that voltage. Oh my god, I just wet myself. No. It's lovely. It's lovely. We need some more parts. We absolutely need some more parts. And there's 3, like, right now, easily available. Parts 7 and 8 are MIDI'd. This has 2 TRS MIDI outs here, and then the expander has another 1 or 2, and they're configurable as in or outs. Yeah, they're basically arpeggios. But they're all playing at their own rate, okay? So this is the thing. Like, if you listen... So this is 2. These are the Weston oscillators here. So you can hear them start to phase in and out. And as I turn the rate up in the filter control, okay, hang on a minute. There is still more to accomplish in this patch, of course. I kind of want to make a really fucked up weird drum rhythm in like 7. That'd be kind of cool. Just some sort of accompaniment that, and it will have absolutely nothing to do with the rhythm that everything is playing in, or lack thereof. It's just going to be a blorb, a mishmash of goo. And yeah, hey man, you can use your vector for whatever you want, man. Here's my question. Can you transpose on the vector accurately using a launch pad? Because if that's the case, then that's even more of a reason for me to get myself a Launchpad Mini. But what would be cool is if there was a Launchpad that existed with a built-in sequencer for just that purpose. You know what I mean? You know, like sequence button pushes. You know what I mean? But then you'd have to synchronize it via MIDI. But that's easy because it's plugged into the vector directly with a USB port. You know what I mean? These are the thoughts that I have on occasion. Let's do part 6. Part 6 should be, well, let's do part 1. Let's do bass. The bass needs to kind of be sort of rhythmic. I don't want to just have like a generic ass pulse going. Which I mean you could have just like a dooga 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 dooga, which would be interesting. Or even like an 8th note pulse. And I could turn off the external 2 in just to leave the rate like exactly the way it's supposed to be, you know? Yeah, there's launch pads in all sizes and flavors. It would not surprise me if there was one that had a... But is it compatible with the vector? There is the question. Okay, we're going to absolutely have to run this as an octave doubled chainsaw. Because now the more that I think about it, the more I kind of just want like a plodding 8th note bass line. Just doom, 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 beam, doom, doom, beam, beam, boom, 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 boom. Just something chugging along, you know? John Carpenter-esque kind of thing. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Right now it should be at a perfect 5th. So let's go this guy into the neutron filter. We love you, neutron filter. Oh yes we do. And to you, neutron filter, we will be true. Well, yeah, for me, the presets, I've kind of made sort of a commitment. That's something I want to learn over like Christmas break, which is coming up in a couple weeks. I want to sit down and actually figure out how to use, you know, actual full preset changes and script them and stuff. Or, I don't know. I think you can use CV, which is exciting. To be able to do even just like... juiciest bass drum. Well, allow me to introduce you the chainsaw through the neutron filter. Oh, there it is. I mean, it doesn't get much juicier than that. Little square. Hey, XCOM. All right. Okay. That's there. That's doing its thing. I need a gate. Gate. The gate for the envelope coming out. Let's just go right into this guy because he's nice and close. And I should have saved the preset last time, so I think it should be all set up and ready to go. Just like do the thing. So if I just go like turn all my gates on, ultra basic. No. You guys just shut up already. What? Oh, that's gate 2. It should be gate 1. Oh, I'm stupid. I plugged this into the wrong output. There we go. And then this is, I was like, yeah, there we go. 1, that is all set, I'm actually going to turn off the external rate. Let's go to eighth notes. Let's make it 7. Yeah, let's get that a little modulation. Interest though, maybe. Well, I'm already kind of using that stuff. That's all right. Okay, other parts. We have other parts to do here. So same kind of thing, PCT, but we're going to throw these guys a little bit faster. Now, I think that matters when I'm using this rate control. So I think when this is down to 0, then basically it goes back to whatever I have it set at. But there are points where I push the rate up faster and everything becomes synchronized. So I think it's just like, oh, this is playing at an absolute speed right here because of the voltage you're sending. So, and that's fine. Yeah, well, let's get that guy hooked up, right? The purple traces. I have a secret. I have a secret. The secret is this cable is not purple. This cable is blue. You will never see this. My light is adding extra purple light for everybody's happiness. Or extra blue light. You know what I mean. Okay, part 2 is a thing. What are we doing? We are doing... right now we're doing nothing because it's not tuned correctly, and that's annoying as shit. It's a very, very resonant thing right there. Okay, so nothing's happening because there's no gate. I think that's a C. Yep. I like that D. But she needs modulation. That would be difficult. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. And this one is going to go to rate. Okay, now I'm going to use part 8 then real quick. I'm just going to set up a super, super quick one note thing. Hey, breathalyzer. Oh, that's weird. I was messing with my stream too, and I realized that I had like streamed like only to Facebook instead of Twitch a couple times where I didn't mean to. I know I did it once, which was on purpose. Okay, so let's just make this guy a whole note. And I'm not going to turn on the rate for this one, but I am going to turn on the transposition from the external source for this one. And it's going to be really, really, really easy. It's just going to be... We're going to give it a major chord, all right? Because we're working at a minor scale. Major chords, they will automatically transpose themselves into minor chords, but minor chords don't always go back to where they're supposed to. Sometimes it goes down, and then you end up with a weird sus or a goofy seventh. Something funky, you know? How about we just shut that part off? In fact, how about we shut all of these parts off? How about that? We'll still get a little filter leakage. That's what she said. So, Demon Core is what I am looking for. You need to put it into a filter. That's nifty. I think this has enough of a decent output to... think here. Is this the best choice? Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Sure, why not? Do you want some more? Zidul Daga by Shakmat. Just kind of wimpy sounding. And let's just, here, we'll use the... Let's use the Mankato. And then it's a mono part, and that's fine. Because it's going through, like, a massive delay and stuff. Kind of want that lower. Okay. So let's just throw all this stuff together and see what happens. We're going to have to give that the same filter modulation that everybody else is getting too. Pretty much everything here is the vector sequencer. I'm using my melodicers as CV control. It's a little weird. Okay. Oh, hi. See, that's still really quiet, and that bugs me. Let's use the 18 dB output. It's got a little bit more gain. But it doesn't. Boo! I'm gonna swap all of this over to the carry filter then. So that's got plenty of output gain. Thank you very much. Well, plenty of input gain. As I put one of them into the ADSR next to it. Good job. Very smart. That's plenty of input gain now. more accurate at a higher octave. Interesting. If it's accurate at a higher octave, that just means I just need to tune my oscillators lower to basically kind of like circumvent this issue if it's really an issue. And that's easy enough. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Anyways, I'm out of here. Yeah. It's a fun little exploration. Using your melodicers as CVs. So again, this one is running through a slew limiter or a glide module to slow down the voltage change. It's being distributed to like all these bright green cables along here, and they're mostly doing filter, but they're also doing the rate control coming into external input too on the vector. So it's not only changing the rate, but also the filter cutoff for like everything. And there'd be a far easier way of doing that, but you know, like having a joystick. That would be, I think that needs to happen. I think I need to have a joystick and take this kick-ain and kick-ain it to the road, you know what I mean? Chord sequencing. Yeah, we could do a thing on that. I could easily do a day on that and just do a long stream doing some demos and stuff. That'd be simple. Yeah, just you got to know your scales. That's the only thing. You know, it helps to like be keyboard competent enough to like, oh, I'm gonna play in a weird scale. What chords are there? Like, okay, minor scale. You'd think you'd go to the 2 chord, but the 2 chord is diminished and it sounds gross, right? So like that kind of knowledge, that's what it's all about, you know? So, yeah, it is. The bass line and the drums were in 7 eventually. The kick drum was not in 7. And I was like, wait, I did the thing. And it's like not the thing. It's not adjusted right and so on. Anyways. Yeah. Everything else was just kind of in an amorphous tempo that was not related to the clock. So, yeah. It was weird. It was a weird blob. One thing I kind of screwed up was I didn't turn the mix up on the C legs nearly enough. So like at the very end. Big deal. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm saying the chance of a midweek stream is probably pretty strong this week, so. Yeah, I can see that, but that's I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting too much thought into that. I'm mostly thinking octaves in terms of like frequency ranges and stuff. So like, yeah, I've got like 4 parts playing really, really similar, but they're really, really different timbres, and they're also playing in different octaves. So they really don't cross over too much, and that's kind of the big risk. So, you know, you chonk something here, you chonk something a little lower, Maybe you overlap them by like a tiny bit, but like that's okay. Other than that, like if you start every arpeggio on the root, it's going to sound a little bit static. Anyways, yeah, I'm off. See ya. Bad timing, Lee Antonin. Sorry, I'm out of here right now.